Hello, you guys. Today we are going to talk about a self journey that I am in the process of going on. So you guys get to see, this is real time, what I'm thinking. Now, I don't want this to be about like me and what I'm doing and how I can improve myself. I want you guys to take what I'm saying and sort of relate it to yourselves, and hopefully I can help you in some way, because today, what I'm going to talk about is really, like, I'm literally like going on this journey right now, and I just thought, I'm just going to talk about it because that helps to open up and kind of go through what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling with you guys, and hopefully you'll be feeling the same things. So I get really stressed out. I get really overwhelmed, and this has always been something that I have dealt with over life because I cram so much into my schedule. I'm the type of person that I like a schedule. I like things to be, I wake up at this time in the morning, I eat breakfast at this time, I do this during the day, same usually every day, and then, schedule. And I realized that my life is not like that. And I really don't think that anybody's life is like that. It's always different. There's always things happening, things changing, especially when you have kids and they start growing up. They're going through different phases. They're going to soccer, they're doing homework, they're all at different levels. I start to get overwhelmed. Like, there's so much happening right now. There's so much to do and so much to think about. I get done at the end of the day and I look at my list and only half of it's done, or only 2 things are done on my list. It gets really overwhelming to me. My struggle has been trying to figure out how to find balance with all of that. Recently, Shay opened up my eyes to a book that I've never read before. He's read it. It's called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. When we were in New York, he had brought the book to read on the airplane, and that night he was reading it and he was like, "You should read this book with me. It would really help you." So we started reading it together. Let me just read the first quote in the book to you. "Mind is the master power that molds and makes, and man is mind. And evermore he takes the tool of thought, and shaping what he wills, brings forth 1,000 joys, 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret, and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass." And I know I'm getting like all poetic, and yes, I'm reading this book and it's so awesome, but it really hit me. I read this quote and I started just going over it over and over in my mind, analyzing each phrase, like, what does that mean exactly? And it hit me, just an overwhelming feeling of, I have the power. It's not all these things that I'm doing. It's not all this stuff that's stressing me out. It's my mind. It's how I feel. Because we're in New York. We were enjoying this beautiful hotel. We were going to this Anderson Cooper show, and the things that were stressing me out, I was like, oh, we haven't gotten enough sleep. The kids are missing school. They're not doing their homework, and blah, blah. And I realized that the problem wasn't all of the things that were going on. It was how I was perceiving them. So when I thought about it, I just felt really selfish. How selfish of me to be stressing about all these little things when it's like, look, I'm in New York. I'm on a talk show with my kids, and I have a babysitter watching my other kids, and my life is awesome. Quit stressing out. So I'm in the process of reading this book. I haven't quite finished it yet, but by applying the little principles that I've learned so far, I have been able to have so much more clarity and peace. And it makes me realize that it really doesn't matter what's going on in my life. It doesn't matter, if I was buried alive, I would still have the power to control my thoughts and to decide how I was going to feel. I think the reason that I'm loving this book and loving this journey so much is because sometimes I get in not a rut, I want to say, but you kind of get in a constant where you're just doing the day-to-day things to get it done. And I don't want to live like that. I want to live my life in a way that I am empowering myself and I'm growing each day, because I know that I'm at a certain level and I feel good about where I'm at, but how can I improve myself? So I guess what I want to say with all of this rambling is, going back to my list, I have the power to control, if I look at the end of the day and my list isn't done, I can think, oh my gosh, look, half of my list isn't done. I'm such a failure. Or I can say, look, I got half of my list done. I did such a great job today. It's all about perspective and what you're thinking. So really, Colette, if there's something about yourself that you don't like or something in your life that you're not happy with, I have the power to change it just with my thoughts. And you can too. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you guys is I'm going to use my thoughts to control how I feel inside. And I'm gonna do this constantly every single day. That's my goal. Let's lift our minds up and do something greater with ourselves. All right? I think that's a pretty good goal. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.